Hold your peace.
Have everyone in the group judge you.
Okay, why do you have a stick in your hand? Before you start stretching muscles, you have to understand that what connects the muscles is fascia. So we've got skin, fascia. We want to loosen up the skin a little bit, okay? So put the stick down if you can, just for a second. Just very lightly start to step on it. So we're trying to stretch out yeah, I know, you have to put all your weights, you know, don't go crazy. Just first start slow. And believe it or not, guys, there's a chart over there Harula brought me. And I've always felt this for years. I've been doing this as long as I've been doing martial arts, so back to 1985, I've been doing this. At home, anything is fine. Rolling pin, you know, anything that, you know, these are just from Home Depot. They're just dowels from Home Depot. Believe it or not, so much relaxation can come from doing just this alone for a couple of minutes, right? Again, you don't have to put all your weight. You can start with like a little bit. Some people have arches and different ones. And don't forget about your toes, like all around your toes, and even on sideways, right? You can even roll it if you like. So all the breathing that Lorna showed you, just incorporate that now, right? You find that pain is worse when you hold your breath to endure it. If you keep breathing, even the pain already is a lot less, right? Okay, stop for a second. Put your toes like that, okay? And just put a little bit of pressure, not too much, right? Okay, and then switch it to the other one. So again, because of good shoes, we never get our, you know, it's like fingers. If our fingers never went past that point, we only did this, they realize they have like a purpose to go further back, right? Our toes can go like that, they can go like that, and in shoes, we don't often do that, right? So again, step on the stick one more time, around the heels, pay attention to the heels in the middle part. And then very quickly, just step off the stick and just take a few steps around and see how your feet feel. They feel a little bit more relaxed on the ground, feel a little more grounded. And as you're walking, try to kind of push the stick around with your foot a little bit. Okay, it's not a soccer ball, but just move it around a little bit, especially under your control, right? Biggest thing, don't look down too much. There's nothing that sticks there. Look up, but if you look up, you can actually, with the bottom part of your eye, see where the stick is. You don't have to look down, it's there in the corner. You can see it, right?
Hard not to look down.
I have to take it into the stick. Okay, good. Sit on the ground for just a second. Okay. Grab your ankle. Very slowly start to turn it. Right? So you're just literally grabbing with your hand up high above the ankle joint, above the bones there, and just start to rotate your ankle, right? Now don't reef on it, don't break it, just kind of rotate it, right? And I bet you're gonna find that one area or one part of the circle is a little bit looser or different than another. It's not always the same all the way around. Old injuries might be there as well. Okay. Try both ways. And as the rotations increase, start to kind of apply some pressure to make the circle a little bit bigger. So it feels, you know, like you're doing something, but not painful. It feels like it's going past the range of motion, like the joint is being moved in a way that maybe you didn't move all day. Good, stop, put it on the ground, and just take a second before you progress. Does it feel different than the other one? Should feel a little bit different. Good, that's important. So now grab your other one, okay? Grab it high above the ankle, start to turn it. And then every circle just a little bit bigger. Now this one, my right ankle, I must have rolled in sports a dozen times through sports. It's never the left, always this right one. And I can feel, when I get to that point where it always rolled, it feels different for sure. Just important to remember, connect with, because the injuries heal, but the mind doesn't. The mind remembers that thing, right? This is the interesting thing about injuries. They have a bigger life than we think. Okay, bigger and bigger and bigger. Good, put it down. Hopefully it feels the same. Start to kind of turn it a little bit. Yeah, out, in, down, up. Like all the ways the ankles can kind of move. They can do like opposite or they can do the same. What's that?
A lot of metal in there.
Oh, you have plates? You have plates? Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, I didn't know that's there.
That's nice.
Wow.
Good, then just give it a shake. So it's like this part, it's just you're shaking the ankles, right? It should feel really nice, guys. There's usually lots of tension in our ankles, so it feels usually pretty nice. Grab your stick again, and very slowly start to kind of.
Ow.
It's all. You okay?
You guys are right on the phone.
Yeah, don't do the bone. Yeah, just off the side. You can do the bone, but it's a different type of massage. Yeah, it's an ugly massage. So you're just kind of like very slowly warming up the skin. So you can go on the inside, you can even go on the back side, right? Good, and then try the other one. So what we're doing here is really creating friction on the skin. So what you're communicating to your body is, hey, this thing is warming up, literally with friction. You're literally using it. You're moving the skin, so by doing this, you're moving the skin across the muscle. You're loosening it up so that when you do stretch the muscle, the skin doesn't hold it back, right? Because fascial tension is a big thing. Great. Stand up. So it's really simple. So just put one glove on your toes. So I mean, use a stick for some balance, I guess. And push your heel down. Okay? And just push it down and keep stepping forward. But your main focus is to keep that heel down. Okay? Take a second, relax. Find a point where it feels a strain. Ideally, you want to hold it for a good, anywhere between 10, 20, even 30 seconds. Depends on how comfortable you are. And then come up, try the other one. Now, of course, you can do this on a wall. I mean, it's fine too. It doesn't really matter. When I talk to the doctors at East York, when Michael Guerin, I have a couple of students that are doctors there, they're saying that they're seeing so many Achilles injuries, so a lot of Achilles injuries, which is the tendon, the biggest tendon back here. One of the big reasons, such good footwear and very flat roads, our ankles don't get that exposure to up a hill, down a hill kind of thing. We don't do it enough. Okay. Give it a shake. Now you kind of do the opposite. Now the opposite is interesting. You do it this way, okay? You can go to a wall. Now you might experience a foot cramp. If you do, just relax it, just come up. But what you're doing is you're pushing the top of your ankle down. So I'm going in the opposite direction.
Ooh, this is a spicy one. Keep breathing, everyone.
Does anybody feel this in their third or second toe? You feel any? Okay, good. Let me know. The third toe is an interesting one. There's a condition for that, a numbing of the third toe. And try the other one.
Oh. Can't even, this one cramps up right away.
One more time, go back to the calf. So I bet you when you go back, you'll start to be able to go even further. So the trick is to keep your heel down, right? And then that stretch comes all the way up, calf. Try the other one again. And back to the reverse ankle stretch. Keep a nice steady breathing. Wherever you feel the tension, try to relax the tension. Switch again.
Hurts so good.
What's that?
Yeah.
Feels great.
Awesome. Keep your ankles to shape.
Woo.
Take a few steps. Do they feel different? Feel different, right?
You're ready to dance.
Right. Release. Come around, guys, just for a quick second. So, as time goes on, what you realize is how underappreciated breath is, okay? I want to give you a kind of a drastic example, a painful one. This way. There we go. Come on close, guys. So look, so Ryan has ideal breathing. Nothing bothers him, right? When I start to bend his finger back, pain comes. So he has two options now. Two options. He's literally on the line. Tariffs, no, I'm joking. He has two options here. Either his breathing removes the pain he feels in his hand, or it gives him strength to endure it. One or the other. So either it pulls pain away from you, or gives you support to keep going, right? So this is, the stretching is mild right now. It's very mild, so it's not huge. But these little pains add up over time. These little things, like they just tend to add up. So as you're doing this, as you're, let's say, working on different stretches, different types of pain will come from different stretches. Some will be sharper, some will be different. Some will actually feel really good, oddly enough, right? It's kind of like a good massage. When you feel that, you can go into it, you can experience it, right? Or you can use your breath to get rid of it. Yeah, I don't want to feel this, it's not the pain I want. And what happens if you do this, the way I'm approaching to you, you allow stretching to shape you rather than something that you do. It actually changes you. It will slowly change you. You'll start to feel different. It's not just like stretching the muscle, it's like stretching of ideas, stretching of perspective. You start to become more flexible just as a person in general. If you allow this practice to kind of stretch you, is that not what good places do to people? They kind of stretch us a little bit. I never thought of it that way. I never saw this that way, right? So allow stretching to change your body, because but I believe you can study all of health stuff through stretching. Almost, you get strong, you get flexible, you get healthy, everything is good, really. Okay, so just remember that as you're going, okay? Let's move up now. So just put this feet down. Start to make circles with your knees, okay? Yeah. So I like to grab, yeah, you can do it, yeah, you can, your personal
Dance.
expression is fine. And then what happens is, I don't know, for me, as I start to make circles, my ankles are turning all by themselves, right? They're doing what ankles do without my command. They're just rotating because the tibia and fibula, which are the two bones of the lower leg, they're connected to the knee and the femur. So as I rotate one of my knee, I rotate both the femur and the bones of the leg. Good. Give them a shake. Lift up the heel behind you and start to make some circles. Just let it like swing freely, almost like you with your elbow. It's like free, don't hold it back. And you can try the other side. And you can even do it like this. Like, for people with bad knees, this is an excellent movement to fix a lot of problems in the knees. So I do a combination of turns behind me, turns in front of me, turns with the knees on the ground. And then I grab a stick. And I start to massage the big muscles of the upper leg. So again, I move in the skin, and believe me, the skin is very tight on these areas, especially the hamstrings behind you. And don't be afraid to get right up as high as you can.
The inside of the eyes.
Inside
An
the
experience,
eye.
eh?
Yeah. So there's so under your armpits, between the legs, these are lymphatic zones, adrenal glands that clear a lot of toxins from our body. So when you go for an adrenal exam, they usually massage under your armpits, between here, really high up, and you realize that if you don't massage this area, it gets very tight and it doesn't flush out toxins nearly as well. Awesome. So just kind of move a little bit. It should feel a little bit different, right? Should feel a little bit different. Put your feet close together, a little bit smaller than shoulder width apart, right? And keep the stick on your thighs and allow it to kind of slowly slide down. You're not pushing it, you're just sliding down your leg. Wherever it stops naturally, it stops. Okay? Now, from this position, pay attention to what's tight. Let's say your low back is tight. If you just watch me for a sec, guys, I'm sorry, I should have. I'm such a bad teacher. I take the stick, I keep this position, and I massage that part that is tense. If it's the back of my legs, if it's this, or if it's here, right? I try to massage that part, and then I go back and see if maybe it got further, okay? So very slowly, now pay attention, and just slide down. Lower is not right or wrong, guys. It's just a place. It's just a place where it settles, okay? Please use your breathing. Okay, very slowly come up. Very slowly come up. You don't want to be inverted in that position too long. The blood starts to come to your head. You get pretty lightheaded. You can fall, right? Just like 30 seconds or so. Could you connect with a spot that was tight and massage it out a little bit? Right? In the weeks to come, I'll show you how to do this with a partner. It's much easier with, it's much nicer with a partner, to be honest with you. It'll be much nicer, but for now we should know our solo work that we can do by ourselves, right? Couple more. Cross one leg over. Okay. So for those of you with low back, hip problems, this is very good, okay? Cross it over, okay? It's the same idea. But when you go down now, what you're doing is you're gonna feel it in one hip. So usually, for me, I feel it in that leg that's going across, right? So again, it's a little bit of a balance thing, but you know, this is what we do in life. So the hips are able to do everything the shoulders can do. The shoulders can move independently. Believe it or not, the hips can as well. Just haven't tried it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
After about 20-30 seconds, you can switch to the other side. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right.
But I can go much lower on this side.
Yes. You'll see there'll be drastic difference. Okay, very good. Slowly come up. Give your legs a shake. How do the hips feel? How do the hips feel? Let's do one more for the hips, okay? Put the stick exactly on your hips, okay? Push back. Before you bend forward, push the hips back with your arms. Push them back as far as they go, okay? And then fold yourself over. As far as you can. So you're pushing both the big bones of the thigh, which is the femur, you're pushing it back further. Push it, push, you push it back, and then bend forward. So there's two movements. The thighs are being pushed back, and you're bending forward. Sit on one knee, or please stand up. Up on one foot, and very slowly, okay, slowly sit. Try it. Believe me, I won't be able to on this side. This.
If you come forward, you can use the wall.
No, or just like this. It's good. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Whatever you look at. There's no, it's not right or wrong. There's a starting point and we'll go.
Are they stretching or just
No, I saw it on a show. I thought it was so, this position is so good for the knees, for the ankles. It's so many. Japanese sits, this is half of the Japanese sit. Is that right? Come on up. So it was a great question, actually. I didn't mean to make fun of it. I just.
I'm used to it.
So what's that?
I'm used to it.
When you bend the knee, okay, the knee joint opens. When it opens fully, okay, nutrients can get in, right? The knee joint, it's one of the things, if you've ever seen surgery on a knee, there's no blood whatsoever. There's nothing in there. It's like, if you ever cracked open like a chicken bone, like the thigh, like the knee of it, the chicken bone, there's nothing in there but cartilage, right? So there's no fluid that gets in there. This is what makes it so difficult to regenerate, right, in the knee. So the folding of the knee is critical. So now try the other side. Now, for me, it's a bit different. I can't go down nearly as far on this side as the other side. Now, part of that for me is reconstructive knee surgery, right? So they took, for me on my right side, they took part of the patellar tendon and they shortened it to give the ligaments in my knee. Well, it's a physical thing, right? But I still don't give up on it. I still keep trying, right?
Breathe, Stella, breathe. You're holding your breath.
Or hold your breath and pass out. Those are the options.
Yeah,
Right?
great, great.
Yeah, that's my, I was doing the other side, but this one.
Awesome. Slowly come up.
If I'm tilting, then I'm compensating a little bit, so I try to stay, like,
We're all a little crooked. We're all a little
Yeah.
crooked, right? So let me help you. This way you can, the kneecaps. This is very good. We're gonna get to this. So I want you to sit on your knees again. I want to sit on your knees, but a little bit wider, okay? A little bit wider. And again, just, not the stick, just really, and then allow the hips to sit. As far as they go, and then when you stop, you stop. Like this knee is stopping in your lower movement. It's fine, just sit there for a second. Breathe. It's a very good position. When you look at the data for knee injuries and hip injuries and ankle injuries, the Japanese have some of the lowest in the world, guys. The lowest. Why? Lots of hills, so they do a lot of range of motion, and they sit like this a lot, right? We don't, and we lose this range of motion, right? Very slowly sit down on your bum. Okay. Okay, grab your feet. Or your toes, actually, specific, right? So what I want you to do is kind of go to one side and then the other side a little bit. So you're just kind of like creating a movement, right? A rocking. What I want you to try to feel is that your hips can do this. Maybe I don't want it just to be like this, but that you feel that one hip, that they can be separate. See, it's hard. It's hard. Good. Now grab your ankles, and with your elbows as like a lever, you're going to push your knees down as much as you can. As much as you can. Don't break it. Just push. Keep your breathing. Pulls all tension in or supports the stretch. And the other. Great. Stop for a sec. Give it a quick flap. See if it's still there. Now, put one leg straight, then the other. And what I want you to see is make sure that the shoulders are level with your foot is level with the shoulders. Okay? Grab it. Okay, hold it there. Take the other leg, put it behind you. However it gets there. There you go. So look down. Come on, Seth. Today you're gonna do it. So make sure your shoulders are as parallel as you can. Even if it's this high, I don't care. Even if you have to come up higher, make this parallel with your shoulders, okay? I know. Not everything has to happen today. Just it'll happen. And what I'm trying to do is lower myself, my shoulders right level. Now, guys, I've been doing it for a while, so don't just look at me. Just try. So your shoulder should be level with your shin.
Yeah.
Is it on?
Is it what?
Is it on?
Is what? Stop showing up.
I'm not.
If anyone's knee gets tweaked a bit in this position, it helps to flex your foot.
Okay, good. Let it go slowly. Just before you start, it's always good. Does something feel different? I feel like a little bit more like okay. Bend the knee again, right? Comfortable. Just make sure it's parallel before it starts, right? Put the other one behind you, somehow. And very slowly, bring it down if you can. Just take your time, use your breathing. Good. Slowly come up. Take your legs in. Very slowly. Put your hands together. Go forward. And then come back. So it's almost like you're swimming, right?
I mean, she was shaking her head no. I was like, I'm with you.
Well, no. So don't force it. Allow your body weight to help you go forward. It's almost you feel the strain of the muscles, and then they relax when you come off, right? So when you get to this point now, when you get to the end, I want you to just lower your hands. And just let the weight of your hands hold you. Don't pull. Just let the weight of your hands keep you where you are at the lowest point you have. Use your breathing, talk to those muscles that are tight. Just like that. Yeah, exactly. Good, very good. One more time, guys. Watch me again, just before you start. So I'm not trying to go forward. I'm just like it's like I'm swimming, and I realize, okay, that's my end right there. I see it, and then I just drop my hands. It doesn't. If your end is here, it's fine. Just drop your hands wherever it is, right? The idea of stretching is not to pull yourself. This idea of pulling is a tension. It's not a stretch. It's a tension. So I find the edge of my flexibility, and then I just have my hands, the weight of my arms hold me, and I just stay here and stretch. And try again. I just have the weight hold me. Try to do the activity, but don't judge it like good or bad. You will get better, I promise you. Keep your breathing. Awesome. Come on up slowly. Put your hands on your thighs. Go to one side, much like you did before. I'll go to the other side. Just go to one, go to the other. Try to get your ribs as low. Don't pull, just allow the weight to take yourself left and right. And then when you establish your furthest point, just stop and just stay there and allow, with your breathing, some stretching to happen. Anywhere between 10, 20, 30 seconds, and then you just switch it and go to the other side. Avoid the temptation to use your foot to pull. Just simply get heavy, let your body just relax down, and it'll hold you good enough. Come on up. Put your legs together. Put your hands behind you. So thumbs are pointing out. And very slowly with your bum, walk forward, but leave your hands behind. So wherever your hands are, they just stay. So you can obviously feel your shoulders stretch. If you feel something that you feel is workable, don't bring yourself to a place where it's not workable, just start to breathe.
Feeling my elbows.
Yeah. So it's very important for this to come up very, very slowly. Okay, so really slowly come up, slowly. This is like one field of waterboarding. So you don't want to come up fast from that position. Your arms are at the furthest point. They're putting stretch in the heart area, right? So for the torture, for waterboarding, you're upside down, your arms are behind you, cold water still on top of you. If you ever want to know. Okay. Lie down on your back. Lie down on your back. Your thumbs are pointed up. Okay, meaning they're on the mat, but they're pointed towards your head, right? And
Thumbs like,
yeah, like up. So with your right hand, lift your right hand up in front of you. So it's like the letter L for Lorna. And then very slowly allow the palm of your hand that's in the air to slowly go towards the left one. Okay? Yeah, you can
Twisting
move.
your-
You can
twisting your
lift
body.
your shoulder.
Yeah.
It's fine. You can lift your shoulder. And then allow your body to come over so that your chest starts to lie down on your bicep. You should feel a stretch in your neck. I'm joking. You should feel your shoulder. Try to relax. Use your breathing. Very slowly unfold yourself and peel yourself back to the way you came. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So the left hand is going to come up. Put the hand in the other hand, and then continue the rotation of the body open. You'll notice one side is infinitely more flexible than the other. Slowly unfold yourself again. Lower down to your stomach. Again, hands out flat on the mat, thumbs turn it up again. Make sure you can see me guys, better than chase me. Just small, all my years of experience. So bring one hand beside you like a push-up. Okay? But what I want you to do is push yourself over as far as you can. So you start to, you leave your arm behind. So it's a stretch for the chest and the shoulder. Yeah, go slow. Yeah, please go slow. And come back. Same thing with the other side. What's that?
I don't hear it's going on my elbow, like.
Yeah, the tendons of the arm are all somehow connected. Very good. slowly start to make some circles, right? Forwards and backwards. It can be in front of you as well. Beside you. In front of you. Try the other one. And then both arms around your body. So just allow them to just, your arms to go real limp. Put in the walls just for a quick second. Just put one hand to a little bit down, just a little bit, right? The leg that's on the inside, so the one that's close to the wall. I want you to start to swing it forward and backwards. So just allow the hip to, just nice and light. Just it goes up as high as it can. Don't force it. Just allow the hip to hinge forward and backwards. Now face the wall, put both hands on it, and that same leg is going to hinge in and out. So before it was like front and back, now it's like left and right. Good. Left hand on the wall or the other hand. The leg on the inside swings forward and back. And then face the wall left and right. Grab a partner, hold hands with each other. Hold hands, right? So lean back a tiny bit, not too much, a tiny bit. Together, squat low, as low as you can comfortably. And stay there, okay? Stay there. As low as you can comfortably. Try to relax as much as you can.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
I don't know, it's like that.
I was trying, you know, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I know for me, it's like morning.
20 seconds, keep holding.
let's get an eye contact.
Staring you down?
Yeah.
Hypnotize goats. Goats here, yeah, they try to die. They see they could stay actually hypnotize people. And there's a song that you'll see, it's called goat hypnotism. It's a great book. It's great. Awesome, stand up.
We're going lower.
Go for a walk. See if you still have your legs.
They're a little jiggly.
Go for a walk, guys. Please check. You have to check. Make sure your legs are okay.
Sarah?
It's feeling weird at some point.
Oh, and you're gonna laugh at this. Yesterday, Gabrielle was like, I'm sure. Okay, I'll do it. We're done.
No, it's for the look bag. We don't do it
How do you feel?
Great. Thank you.
So this way of stretching is about the most glorious way I can imagine it for me, right? What I have to show you has got so much more, but this is a wonderful way of stretching when I've got a lot on my mind that I want to get rid of. Like sometimes you know when you feel knotted up. When you're really creative and open, there's so many more dynamic ways of stretching with partners, with have all these, like this place is a martial art club, but honestly these tools are like paintbrushes for me. It's like I do stuff with them, right? So partners and groups and ropes and chains and sticks and these stuff we all use in a way to kind of move our body so that it starts to explore its full potential. Because we don't use it nearly as much as, think of our evolutionists, think of what we can do with our bodies. It doesn't have to be crazy, but we should at least express it a little bit, right? Not everybody can be an opera singer, but we can try, right? You know what I mean, right? So I have a lot to show you. It was really good. I really think Lorna, the breathing was very important, right? Any questions? So I'm going to upload this video, plus I always I've got so many videos over the years that I've saved up of me just working out or training that I think will help all of you. So we'll study these different topics. Is there anything you want to study next week? Like anything that interests you? Strength, mobility, like you name it. You tell me and I can show it to you guys, right? Otherwise I'll just come up with my own stuff and we'll share it and you guys can go from there. But things that interest me, yeah.
This area.
Upper back.
Yeah. This hip for a stretch.
Tomorrow's fixed. But see, amazing, we all have these injuries, right? I got it. The upper back is a common one, right? Oddly enough, it's a common one with the teenage boys. We train with my club. There's about 5 of them that are in my class, and every single one of them, I show them amazing martial arts. Then we do a little bit of massage at the end of class, and they're like, "That massage was awesome." they're pent up, like they're stressed, like even for them, right? So I'll show you. We can do a little bit of that. Massage is a whole other thing, right? I've taught seminars, 4-hour seminars just for massage. It's really good. It's really good, especially after the age of 40, it becomes critical, right? So wonderful, guys. I want to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
So please remember to send me on WhatsApp a message. And then I'll add you to the group. It's probably the quickest way of communicating. Emails are fine, but it's just this is really quick, and I can just post stuff. Because it's not just going to be about this, but I'm going to show you this stuff about like fasting, the cold dosing. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. In the summer, we're going to get outside a little bit more too, so we'll do different things like that. There's nothing I wouldn't explore and try with you guys if you're open to it. Under the idea of making it to 100.
Just one thing, so just as a takeaway between now and next week, if you're coming back Wednesday, just connect with 2 or 3 things from tonight that you feel like you could commit to practicing daily between now and next week. Doesn't have to be the whole thing, but as Emmanuel said, we're going to share the video. But even if it's 2 or 3 things that you're like, I'm going to do this every day, and even if it's just 5 minutes, because it's really the magic is in the consistent practice, and that's where you're going to see the benefits.
30 days.
30 days.
30 days. Every day. Good, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.